Kamen Rider Build, episode number 49. The tomorrow Build will create. Man, it's over for real now, ain't it, y'all? We've been on one hell of a trip, haven't we? Man, like I've been saying the last couple of reviews, man, it's really weird to really sit up here and think, like, dude, it feels just like yesterday, dog. XA was ending, dog. That I was still doing spitting heat on Time Lord Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Mr. L, dog. Like, it just feel like it ain't been that long since, XA was over, and now we are talking about the finale of Build, and this is crazy because see now that I've sat here, let me straighten up. Now that I've sat here and I've watched it and I've hit record, it's like as soon as I hit record, and then like the real realization of coming over is that our journey with Kamen Rider Build is over now, and I don't know what to really say. Like, I know this much. I've had one hell of a time doing this. I enjoy having this opportunity to sit here and to talk about my feelings about a show that I enjoy, and I appreciate that everybody who come out and show love, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who y'all is, shout out to the Laugh family again, shout out to the Synagogue family, shout out to everybody who come through. I love all of y'all, man. I thank y'all for coming through every week and listening to the nonsense I have to say. Y'all make it fun for me to get on the mic and have fun. Y'all make it fun to have fun, and I want y'all to know that, and I want y'all to know that I appreciate every single one of y'all. Because again, like, the emotions are starting to come out, because now, if right now as I'm hitting record, I'm realizing right now, this is over, yo. The Demon King of Time is coming, but let's not speak about Zio right now. Let's try to keep this as Zio free as possible. Even though the show did have an allusion to that with the Crosley Rider watch and everything, is that I couldn't have been satisfied with a more better ending to this show. This episode was a celebration of what this whole fight has been about. The growth of both Kiryu Seto and the Banjo Ryuga. I love the Banjo Ryuga song. I remember when I got on the mic, that just came out of me. Like the universe knew that the street needed the Banjo Ryuga song. But we'll sing that later, don't worry about it. It's like, again, just sitting here and just taking stock of like, the show's over. It's like my head can't get around that. But again, that's human nature. Like, we as human beings don't really have a real concept of time, because think about it. Have you ever had a slow day before? You know what I'm saying? Like a day that will not end. And then you talk to somebody and we're like, man, yo, that day went by hella fast. And then you look at them like, excuse me? That's what I'm feeling right now, because I should be talking about the episode. I really should, but right now it's like I am still like in like, really, like we about to be in a new Kamen Rider series. And it's like what I talked about when I watched the Zio trailer was how long I have been in interaction with Kamen Rider in this way, thanks to Kamen Rider Climax Heroes. And it's like, it feels so long ago when I did the review of Climax Heroes. But like when they was sitting up here like, yo, Kimbo Slice loves Kamen Rider. And it's like, nah. At that time, that name that I used to use, now we'll just say it like this, Triple to God. Because that's who I am. I'm like, yo, who I used to be, I had to kill that off. I'm like, this is probably the best time to say it. I have my reasons. I don't think that's something I would ever get on a video and explain, but no. That I needed to evolve into my true form. You know what I'm saying? I needed to absorb Pandora panels and become the triple to God, in love and respect. You know what I'm saying? I had to become that. So, just putting that out there. Whew, man, it's like, for real, this is like a crazy mindfuck. Because I'm sitting up here like and still absorbing that maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago, Like, I just watched the show that I'm sitting up here remembering, like, I remember like when I first started reviewing this show and I was trying to sit up here and just like trying to analyze it. And then, as usual, once I get done analyzing something, then the dumb stuff start coming. You know what I'm saying? Me time to stand. You know what I'm saying? The former leader of the Gray Squad, Japanese Lois Lane. You know the girl, young swimming pools. You know what I'm saying? That blood boy stole. Hashtag Bloodstock did it. Y'all remember that shit, right? Y'all remember that big Japanese big worm, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about the Banjo de Yuga song. Like, yo, like, I remember, like, when I was coming up with this shit. And I thought it was so funny. And then it was so great to hear that people appreciated the nonsense that I was on. And it's like, it just spurred me on to sit up here to... How dumb can I go with this? You know what I'm saying? And I know that like the past couple episodes, because of the subject matter, have been a little more, serious because it helped me to look at things in a different way. And I really wanted to be honest and upfront with how I was feeling, because now it's like, now that I've gotten through the emotion of accepting it, yo, it's whose time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Let's talk about this episode. Let me. Can I try at least? Because as much as I'm sitting up here trying to wax nostalgic, is that this episode again? Like I said before, I interrupted myself with more feelings of nostalgia. This episode was a celebration of what the show was, is, and represents. That final fight with Lord Evolto, that sealed it for me. It's like, yo. The sacrifices you're willing to make, and that's kind of the point that I want to really get across. What this episode was really about. Like, that fight was like Sento getting knocked down from form to form. Like, first time we seen Rabbit Tang sparkling in like forever. Like, Pepsi Man, y'all remember that shit, don't you? Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When Pepsi Man debuted, I wanted to play the Sega Saturn version of Fighting Vipers, and I just never got around to it, and probably should have. Maybe we might do something sometime this week with Pepsi Man. Not playing the game, but actually playing Pepsi Man and Fighting Vipers. I really think that should be something I should try to invest some time into doing. So I'll put that on my to-do list. How about that? I'll put that on my to-do list. When Rabbit Dragon came out, I was like, hell yeah. Because it was this celebration. And this whole episode really went into this whole celebration of friendship, of love, of understanding what it is that brings this whole thing into what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bond between Sento and that boy Banjo, it's like it was on display in a way that, as a fan of the show, that I can appreciate, love, and respect. That even though within all of this is that the show ended in a way that I can appreciate. That it didn't go full, let's sit up here and let's reset things, but enough of understanding that it gave a legitimate reason why the show ended the way that it did. Is that, yes, A plus B does this, creates a C, but in this C is that everything that was an outlier was eliminated except the two things that were outliers. Sento Kiryu, who was once some other dude, who was another dude in his brain, became this. And Banjo Ryuga, you know what I'm saying, whose mom was set up her and raped by a monster from Gag Planet, who had Evolto's DNA, was also the other outlier. So in the end, the squad back together doing things. There was a rider watch, and now they gonna make a TV show, which is the TV show we just watched. And I really think that is an amazing way to really not sit up here and like wipe everything away or write it off or anything, but give an ending that is truly, truly satisfying. And that, again, like I say, that I can appreciate. Again, still sitting there in legitimate awe. Like, the show is over. Like, I am sitting here right now, and it's like, the realization again that, yo, we have been through 49 episodes of one hell of an adventure. And I walked away from this satisfied as a fan. And a lot of times we don't get that. And sometimes we get it in ways we don't quite agree with. I agree with everything it was. Those sacrifices the past couple episodes had to be made for this world to happen. What will you sacrifice for what it really means to be a hero? And I'm like, and this show gave me that in this song. Sento, Kiryu, and Banjo Ryuga are hella heroes, dog. And one more time, just give it up, man. Just give it up. That's all I can do. All I can do is give it up, because it's like, here I am right now, still in this realization that this show I love is over. But we're going to get a new show that hopefully I will love just as much, if not more. And we are in this space right now. So, that's Kamen Rider Build, everybody. Once more, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this journey of whatever this was. Whatever this was. All the L's that got taken. All the songs we sang. All the dumb, ignorant things that came out of my mouth in reviewing this show. I had one hell of a time, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So thank you all very much for allowing the opportunity for me to come into your homes or telephones or whatever to do this dumb thing and review this show that we all have fallen in love with. Shout out one more time to the Synagogue family, all the LAB family, everybody that come through. You know who you are. I love you guys very much, and I thank you once more for this opportunity. Thank you, Kamen Rider Bill, for giving me an opportunity to sit up here and be this ignorant and dumb and stupid and have fun with it. But also at the same time being able to enjoy this show and really reflect and understand that this show taught me a lot about me. And I'm like, and there's not a lot of times where the media that you watch gives you those reminders of who you are and what it is that you represent. And this show did that and then some, and gave me a lot of reflection into how I can be a better person. So thank you. So with that being said, we've got more show for you. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of more shows, so y'all stay tuned. Once more, thank all of you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks. It's been a while since I said that. But like I said, we got more show for you. So you guys sit back, stay tuned. We got more show after these commercial messages. That much I do promise you. So, get yourself together, relax, still yourself. Still yourself, it's okay. I got you. Whew, boy. I'm trying to find a proper way to end this and don't really know how, because we used to end this in certain ways and stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is the proper way to send Build on its way. I'm like, I probably should have prepared that before I hit the mic, and I've got nothing. It's got to be something epic, because it's like, when the next time we gonna talk about Build? Oh, when movies start coming out. So this ain't quite as over as I think it is. Maybe once we get some movies, you know what I'm saying, maybe I will find a proper way to say goodbye to this show. But right now, just trying to come up with something. Let me think. Hold on. I got you. So, we are going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back here with TGRF TV. More of that after these commercial messages. Triple the Gore, Kamen Rider Build! Best match! You were never ready! Build up! Next time on our show, the Demon King of Time. Oh wait, I forgot we weren't going to talk about that. Never mind. More show after these commercial messages.